So we drove about an hour from Santa Fe to Bandelier National Monument.
Miles away, and we've driven 9 miles. And right there it's at 24 miles. That's beautiful.
You know, it was a nice drive, very scenic. Got some footage of the drive. We're gonna walk around, see some things. We're here at the first stop. Gonna take some pictures over here, and should be a nice day. So our first little stop off after entering the park, just a little pull over to the side of the road where you can take some views, some photos. Lots of canyon and mountain. I just saw a hawk fly by, which was pretty cool. Go ahead and spin this around and let you guys take a look. So we have made it to the visitor center area. Parking was not easy. We had to do a couple loops around the parking lot, but you know, people coming and going, you eventually find a parking spot. Flag at half-mast today. General Colin Powell passed away. I saw that in the news this morning. Rest in peace. And we're gonna go check out the visitor center and get some maps and see what else there is, see what there is to look at. You can also see there is it says Bandelier Trading Post, Cafe, and Gift Shop. There's a gift shop and I guess a cafe here to grab a bite to eat if you're hungry. I'm still walking the trail here in Bandelier. Lots of cliffs. And I believe eventually we're going to find some cliff dwellings. That's the goal. So this structure here is called a kiva. It was used for basically cultural practices like religion, education, what else?
Religious activities, also education and decision making.
Decision making, pretty important part of the community. This would normally have a roof covering, and there's wooden pillars in the ground. You can see that once held the roof in place. This is the remains of once was a 400-room Pueblo, about 2 stories high, housed about 100 people. Goes all the way around. Inside one of the cliffside dwellings. This one's really roomy. So we have more Pueblo along the trail and more cliff dwellings. There is no access to these, no ladders. Big opening there. More cliff dwellings. You can actually see symbols and stuff like carved into the mountainside. Shelves built in. Windows and such. Lots of symbols and glyphs in here. I don't know if they'll show up on the video. Just wonder how long this stuff has been here. Still going along here, looking at the glyphs. One shape here. And down here, there's one that looks like a dog, as you can see. And there's a glyph up here that looks like a person. Right there. The glyph only looks like some artwork here. It's still intact. As well as in here. Can't really see because of the shadow, sorry. So now on our way back down, going to loop back around to the visitor center. There's another nature trail. Cool looking cactuses on the way down. We're now headed to the alcove house, which has a 140-foot vertical ladder. Probably won't ascend that ladder, but we're going to go look and see, you know, what it looks like from the base and actually see what you can see down at that level. Walking along the trail with all the greens and the yellows, and notice a red tree sitting right back here. I'm no plant specialist or anything, not sure what that is, but looks really cool standing out there alone. And in case anyone was wondering, there is restrooms along the trail, which can be important to some. So here's the ladder to start the ascent to the alcove house, which is another cliff dwelling. It's really high up, pretty steep. There's multiple ladders to get there. This is probably the extent of our journey on this trail. Just don't think that feeling this one quite today, but if you're feeling adventurous, you know, head on out here to Bandelier National Park and give it a go. So that's going to conclude our day here at Bandelier National Park and Monument. Great visit. It was $25 to enter, but well worth the money. Video and photos just don't do this place any justice. You can watch this video, but it's nothing like seeing it in person. We saw glyphs, we saw cliff dwellings, we saw the longhouse, we saw the Pueblos, lots of nature, just beautiful scenery here. About, again, an hour from Santa Fe. If you're ever in the Santa Fe area, this is definitely a must on the list. And yeah, just come on out and check it out, guys. And till next time, you know, be safe, and see you in your travels.